let's start with the after, and this is going to be our first afternoon game, the Sunday late games. This is where millionaires are made, and this is where millions are lost at as well too. So, as Jeff likes to call them, quicksand Sundays when you get to these games and it don't go well. You know what I mean? Because you'll have a great morning, then you get to the afternoon games, cockiest man on earth, and then you winding up over here sweating it out second half of a Sunday night football game. All right, so we have the Panthers coming into this one 0-2. You know what? That was kind of expected, right? I guess by a lot of people that this team would be 0-2. Bryce Young is going through the fire somewhat, just like a guy by the name of Peyton Manning did when he was a rookie in the NFL as well too. Hopefully, they can keep the same confidence in Bryce Young that the coach kept in Peyton Manning moving forward, because you see a lot of good things with Bryce Young, but you just know that the team's just not capable of being a winning team this year. They don't have a great running game. They don't have a great receiver core. Their line is atrocious. The defense is still a great defense, but they're on the field too much. So there's just a lot of things with the Panthers, as I keep saying about a lot of these teams that are on the other side of the top 16. They are works in progress. And I would put the Panthers in the echelon of the 28 through 32 group. That would be the four worst teams in the NFL, or the five worst teams in the NFL, whatever. And they're in that group. And it's not because they're that bad of a team. It's just because the way that their roster is constructed is not constructed to do anything but win 3 to 4 games this season, in my opinion. If they go over that, then they're overachieving. And I had high hopes for these guys as well, too. Seattle, they want to get the stank out their mouth from a terrible, terrible home opener. Seattle is very prideful about their home field advantage that they've had over the last 30 some odd years, really since 1976 when they came into the league. And when they lose games the way that they did to their division rival, they usually can bounce back in the next game and have a great performance. They set the lineup in a sense to say to us that, you know what? We know that everybody's going to want to overbet the Seahawks, so we're going to take this Seahawks money early, knowing that this line should have opened up at -8. But we're going to take this 4.5 because we're going to give everybody the idea that Seattle is going to be able to just easily cover this spread. This is when people get in trouble. But I'm going to be ignorant here, Jeff, and say I don't care. I still think Seattle goes into this game because when you're a work in progress, you usually don't get things going until about week 4 or 5. And that's how I feel with the Panthers at this point. You're coming out of Monday Night Football as well, too. I'm taking Seattle to win this game by 10 or better. Not a touchdown or better, 10 or better, Jeff.
Well, we look for the stenches of the week. My true number is a 6 for the 42.5. It's now 5.5 for the 42. We look for the 4 o'clock train wrecks because there's one every week. You know that, if not two. I bought the hook. I got Seattle -4. I can't take the first half, Seattle versus the Rams, and then the phone call. Seattle kept the troops in there, and the Rams just blew them off the track the second half. But something clicked to me, Pops. This Rams team, McVay is engaged. Puka and Tutu are the real deal. Corinne Williams is the real deal. They're locked and loaded. So maybe as much stench we want to put on Seattle for laying the egg, maybe the Rams are that good. Just ask the 49ers. They were in a game for the first 3 quarters until that turnover. And so I took Seattle, but this is set up to be that train wreck. The 0-2 Panthers coming off a short week, a late Monday game, now got to travel to the 12th man, the Temple of Doom or the Legion of Boom, whatever you want to call it. So again, who wins the turnover battle? Does Geno become Geno of last year or the regression? Kenneth Walker looked good last week. Pound it to Kenneth. DK, Lockett. Let's get the offense rolling here. The defense should control Mr. Young and company. So Seahawks bought the hook -4, Pops.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, so pretty much let's go ahead and move. And I'm trying to make sure we don't have to go to commercial yet. Do we have to go to? No, we don't.
No, we
So
got the
pretty
Bears.
no. Yes, we do. And so pretty much we have up now the Chiefs and the Bears. This game is going to be in Arrowhead. You got an 0-2 Bears team coming in, and you got a Chiefs team 1-1. Wow.